Hello everyone. So this video is going to be about the manifestation step number 3. Hello, my name is Dee, and if this is your first time watching me, welcome. Like and subscribe. We're gonna keep it fun and unique and honest here, and bring a new perspective and keep it positive. And if you've been watching me, you kind of already know what the vibe is over here. We're getting deep and improving ourselves and getting better and dig into our own shit every day, but anyway, so I wanted to get into the third step of the manifesting, the steps that I use to get me to manifest anything that I want, like this. Again, I got the right finger. But anyway, so the first video, by the way, if you've not seen the first and the second video, I would be linking them below, so you'll have everything you need right there down below. So the first step was getting clear. The second step was having the awareness and bringing the feeling of what you're manifesting, observing. If you cannot really come up with the feeling yourself, but observing the people around you that already have the stuff that you're trying to manifest, you bring the awareness of that in, starting to feel that in your body. That's very key in grounding that energy. The third step, I don't know, I have a name for it. I guess I think I would call that identity shifting. When you're shifting identities, it's crucial step of the whole manifestation shebang. It's, for me anyway, I think it's the most intense part of the manifestation. So let's think of it this way. The first step is trying to figure out whatever it is that I want and getting excited about it. I'm still in the realms of creativity and reverie, and figuring out exactly what is the exact thing that I'm manifesting. The second step is looking around and seeing what it feels like to have it, right? The third step is when shit really it gets deep. Why is that? Now that you've already, in step 2, already observe or realize how it feels to have the thing, and how you got there is by asking the questions of what do you need to leave behind, what routine and everything. So what that was doing is telling you of the stuff that you would need to let go. The identity shifting of step 3 requires surrender. And the surrender is, you need to surrender the how, the when, the where, the who of the manifesting, because you need to completely surrender to God, to universe, of how whatever it is you're manifesting is going to appear. And the part that is, I say for me anyway, that is difficult is the identity shifting it takes, because who do you need to be? For me, that's when things get really weird and really intense for me. This is the phase of your manifestation when you're embodying the identity shifting I'm talking about. It's the embodiment of who are you becoming, so you can manifest that. The whole concept of dressing for the job you want part. You're dressing up for whatever it is that you want. This is the time for me in my life where I find myself cleaning, going to my closet and removing stuff that is old, stuff that no longer make me feel awesome, because in my closet, in my house, if anything that I've been using, to me it's clutter. If it's an outfit that it no longer represent my best when I wear it, even if a year ago it was great, now I wear it, it doesn't make me feel like the best version of myself, it needs to go. This is the time of your life sometimes when you don't do that work. But me, I go at it, and I kind of shift pretty much every day. I shift energetically. But for you out there, you would find yourself, this is the time when you might get fired from a job. I'm telling you, this gets intense. You might get fired from a job. Let's say you're trying to manifest, let's say something like a 6-figure job, and then you're still waiting there, manifesting. Don't be surprised if suddenly there's something happened at the job you have right now and you get let go, because the universe in its own way is going to clear the room. It's going to clear the room. Remember when I said that the old furniture got to go, and the clutter got to go? If you don't do that clearing, it's gonna happen for you. If you're serious about manifesting and you're calling it in, it's gonna happen for you. This is the time, if you want that conscious relationship, and the gentleman that you're dating is not a marriage-minded man, and you're expecting this guy to marry you, don't be surprised out of the blue he dumps you. Because you are no longer an energy that matches the old. You're putting in that new outfit energetically. You are embodying the new energy. That's a good sign. Okay, those are good signs. And that's why the whole surrender process. But for me, that's when things get kind of uneasy. Perfect example. I remember the time when I really wanted to up level. I was married before my first marriage, and I had moved to a new state. I had moved to Illinois, and I just wanted change. I remember I wanted, my journal at the time was, I wanted to be uplifted. I wanted to be in the highest possible energy, and I wanted to feel my best self. What I didn't realize at that time, in my old marriage, in my previous marriage, I was not my best self at the time. And I was not very honest with myself. There are things that I was noticing that I kind of, maybe in my own way, choose to turn a blind eye. I didn't investigate because I was comfortable. I was comfortable in my discomfort, and I didn't want to do anything about it. And then at some point, after making that prayer, I suddenly found out a lot of things that my ex was up to, and it was so blatantly in my face. I had no choice but to say, you know what, I'm out of this marriage. It's done. It's over. But the universe had to kick me in the butt and kind of show me what the heck was really going on in my marriage. You see what I mean? But this process, however hard it was, I was up leveled. After divorce, I became a whole new person, more high energy. I realized that I am a whole brand new woman. I mean, the person that I was 20 years, 15 years ago was no longer there. And I became someone who's higher minded, more positive, more elevated mentally, spiritually, energetically. Do you see where I'm going with that? So when you're manifesting that, you have to be very ready that the universe sometimes will be scraping away shit that no longer fit. Whatever it is that you need to let go of, whatever it is that you're becoming, the universe might start scraping away the old. Another thing that you see happening is sometimes you would realize that some friends naturally fall away, even though you did not yourself say, hey, listen, you know what, we're not gonna be friends. I mean, really, do we do that? We don't do that. We don't call and say, hey, we're gonna quit this friendship. But you find yourself, some people that were very key elements in your life, they slowly take a backseat on their own. You're no longer an energy that matches the old. The friend that used to call you and gossip, you are becoming such an elevated person with a different energy. They don't want to call you and gossip because you're no longer an energy to match. Those of you who know, who've been in those narcissistic relationship or whatever, those people, you're putting in a new attire energetically. You're dressing for who you're becoming, and the old no longer fits. You are embodying this new energy that you're calling in. Okay, so that's what step 2 is very important. If you don't do the step 2, you don't get to that embodiment process. But step 3, identity shifting, for me anyway, there's always a certain unease about it for me. It's because I know people will disappear. Friends would either upgrade, up level, and those friends sometimes, for me anyway, sometimes they do come back. But then when they come back, they're also not the version of them that I knew when I was the old version of me. They come back when they have also shifted. But the old version of them that were not up level to where I am now, they couldn't deal with me. They couldn't be around me. Even recently that happened. Last year, 2022, there were friends that I had that I used to hang out with, going out with, and stuff like that. That they suddenly disappeared. They disappeared because they were in a different realms of thought. They were in a different energy that no longer matched me. I never called them and say, hey, I'm not this and that and the other. They just simply fell away. And I suppose, just like they fell away, they will return when they're ready, or new people will show up. And even now I see the new people that I have in my life, they are, if anything, they are higher energy than me. They are more up there. You know. So the surrender of identity shifting is, for me, it's hard sometimes, you know. And for you out there, when you're doing that manifestation, when you're identity shifting and you are embodying that energy, when you're clearing the space, or the universe will do it for you. Like I said, you might find yourself losing relationship, just drop, your friendships fall away, jobs just boom, fired, let go, or whatever, some shit will happen and things will just like change will happen, and it's a good sign. You know, there's a bit, for me, there's a little bit of a grieving that comes for me in that third steps, when I am shifting into that thing, that person, the energy that matches. If you want that relationship that is with a different type of man, you will have to shift yourself into a woman that has the energy to sustain that relationship, to match that man that you want. If you want this money, this job, this lifestyle, you know, you'd have to shift the way you eat, who you're around. Sometimes that shift happens for you. These people appear, the new people, they appear. The old people, they fell away. They will just naturally, it's a natural process. But for me, sometimes, depending on what it is, it's a little bit of grieving, especially for friendship, you know, because I get close to my friends, hey, you know, and I sometimes it gets me emotional, but I know it's for a good cause. And the surrender process is, I trust that whoever stays, they need to be here. Whoever are gone, they need to be gone. And whoever is coming here, and welcome, I welcome you with the new energy you bring. Something is beeping. It's my air fryer. I'm cooking something. It's lunchtime for me. Okay, so that was the third step. Now, another thing that I wanted to run by you is, there's a reason why I released this video 1 week, the second week, then second week I didn't just drop all of them together, is because for me, this process doesn't all happen in one day. When I say I manifested like this, I don't just do this and then I write and then suddenly I embody, oh, and suddenly I bring the feelings in, and then, oh, these people just cut off. And no, it's a process. But it also means that you're thinking about what you're manifesting all day, so you're still calling it in, and you surrender the way, the how, the who, the when. If it's money you want, I don't care if it falls on your head and gives you a concussion, it arrives. Right? You surrender it all. Surrender to whoever is leading. Surrender to the losses. Surrender to the clothes, the furniture, the whatever it is that you're going to leave behind, give away, return. You surrender to whatever relationship is living your life, or whatever friendship is living your life, whatever job is living your life. But I find when you do this process internally in the environment that you have control over, for me, that process is easier. So go through your house, anything that doesn't match that energy that you're bringing in, toss it out. Salvation Army, Goodwill, bye. Give it away, remove it, toss it away, and make room for more. But you are shifting, you're embodying, you're becoming. Shifting, embodying, becoming. Shifting, embodying, becoming. That is all right now, and there is a last step. Number 4 will be coming, and that will be here next week. Bye. See you soon.